everyone. So, little update on my life right now. I went down to Jacksonville, North Carolina. That kind of didn't last. I was living in my sister's backyard in a tent with the cats, and since four of them were extremely older cats, and everything, the heat was really getting to them, making them sick. It wasn't just them that was getting sick, it was my younger two, therefore, including myself. As you guys know, we have been in a very bad heat wave, the last couple of weeks, which is really hard. I got in touch with a friend of mine and thought that I was going to be able to stay with them because they said to come out and that I could, and got to where I was going, and they never did answer their phone or their text messages or their Yahoo IM or Facebook IM or any of that, which put me in another rock and a hard place. I will say that I am thankful since this rock and the hard place that I have had one person around helping me out, and that is my ex-husband, Daniel, the first one, and he has been a really big support during this hard time. Not just that, how do I want to put this? Yesterday was basically a hard day for me. I had to give one of my cats to him, take him to be put to sleep. She did not make it to be put to sleep because of how old she was. Her name was Isabel. To the point where she was so bad because of this heat. Not just that, but she was old and losing a lot of weight rapidly and just so sick. And I couldn't handle taking and putting her down, putting her to sleep myself. So I asked him to, and on the way out there, she passed away. And he did me the favor of burying her for me. As for Jimmy, Jenny, and Danielle, I had to render them, mainly because of the heat and how exhausting it is, and I didn't want to have them in my vehicle, and a lot of hotels won't allow you to have more than 2 cats in the hotel room with you at a time, or more than 2 animals. So I rendered them because they need the medical help to the kitten division. Let me go ahead and say this, and I know that a lot of people are out looking for kittens and puppies, and they think they're so cute when they're small, and fall in love with them, and then don't realize the fact that they are a lot of care. They do need a lot of time and attention. They don't just need a lot of time and attention. They need a lot of effort. You can't have these animals in the hot heat. Not just that. It's just one of those things that if you don't have the time and energy for them, don't get them. If you can't afford to get them fixed or shots, everything else, just until you can afford it and stuff, do them a favor, because I'm seeing a lot of people dumping them off and stuff after they're a certain age, or, getting them and then just bouncing them around place to place. Their life, their life, just like we are alive when we're individuals, we're humans and stuff like that, and they're a wife that necessarily can't speak for themselves, you know. They can't tell you when they're extremely hot. They can't tell you when they're extremely cold. They can't tell you when they're hungry. They can't tell you when they're thirsty. They can't tell you when they're sick and suffering. Each one of them has their own unique personality, and I will go to that point because they do. Madison and Shelby, they have their moments in life where they're mean and grouchy and picky and stuff like that, but then they're also very big love bugs and calm and mellow at points too. Jamie, Danielle, Jenny, they were more like dogs. They were timid and calm and loving. Like I said, it was very hard for me to render them. I'm one of those people that when I make a promise, I tend to keep it, especially to family. And I had promised my mom before she died that I would take care of those cats and love them like my own and do what was best for them. But right now, I am not in the predicament or the place in my life to be what's best for them. So what was best for them and stuff was doing what was hard, and that was rendering them. If you're looking for an animal and stuff like that, and you're wanting an animal, do your research. Not just do your research, but adopt. Go to these no-kill shelters and adopt a kitten or a puppy. There are so many of them that need homes, and they get them fixed. They give them their shots. They deworm them. They microchip them and everything else for you. They are there to do these things, and they're so full of cats and kittens and puppies and dogs that they have waiting lists about a mile long of animals that need loving homes. And don't overlook them. Don't overlook the older ones. Don't overlook the baby ones. I understand that, some people are going to want a kitten or a puppy that's going to grow with the family and everything else. But by the time they're older and stuff, like in those perfect ages, like between 3 and 4 and up, their personalities have already developed. Kittens, they're still developing their personalities and stuff and their habits. And I'm not saying don't go with kitten. If that's your persona and you want a kitten, get a kitten. You want a puppy, get a puppy. If you're there and stuff like that for them and to teach them and stuff, then that's great, because a lot of these animals would make good companions, lifelong companions. My two, I've had them since they were kittens, and they provide me a lot of comfort. And not just that, but I call them my therapy cats, because that's what they do. They calm me. I have anxiety, and not just that, I have panic attacks and PTSD from my past that I've been dealing with. And when I go into get ready to go into a panic attack or an anxiety attack or any of that stuff, or I'm too stressed, they come up to me and they love on me and they give me that comfort that I need to calm down. And I'm grateful for that. That's because when I go into those, I get so bad that I forget to breathe, and I stop breathing and start hyperventilating. And when I start hyperventilating, I forget to breathe, or I breathe too much and too fast and start choking on my own saliva and everything. And I don't know how to control that. And I used to, but with all the stress and stuff like that, and everything that's been going on lately. It's just been really, really difficult to do for me on so many levels. And we're in, how do I want to put it, the peak of kitten season. If you're going to have animals, get them fixed. You know, if you're having a problem, a hard time getting them fixed, call these no-kill shelters and see about what is a cheap place to actually get them fixed and get them their shots and stuff like that. A lot of them do know where to do it, and some of them will actually, like the kitten division, is in St. Robert, the St. Robert area of Missouri. And as you can see, this is their card. Okay? It says kitten division, puppy division. Okay? They never used to do the puppies, but they just started doing them. Okay? I don't know if you could see all the information on there and stuff, but these people, literally, I am grateful, so grateful that they helped me yesterday. They took all 3 of the cats that I was rendering, quickly gave them a bath, gave them their shots, gave them food, you know, water, IV fluids, did what they needed to do for them to help them because of this heat. Not just that, but they gave me litter to help with my other 2. Mind you, I'm sorry. She is trying to get underneath blankets, but she had something there. You know, I want to check it out. If she'll actually hold still for 2 seconds. Okay. So that's not... I do apologize about that. She kind of knocked over the phone. I thought she might have had it taken in her ear. That's why I was checking. But they were wonderful, like I was saying. Not just that, extremely helpful. They told me that once I get where my situation is better and my finances are better, that all I need to do is call them and they will actually take my 2 out because they are not fixed. They have not had their shots. To the Lake of the Ozarks and actually get them fixed for me. All I need to actually do is call the Lake of the Ozarks place that they go to and tell them that my 2 would be coming out with the kitten division to get fixed. And I was grateful to hear that because I am not in a financial place right now to be going spending a lot of money out on getting them fixed because it's between both cats, it would cost me anywhere from $300 to $400 or more, depending. And not just that, the shots are expensive. So, in all actuality, they're going to help out. I know the kitten division's one. That's the one I went to and stuff. And like I said, that's in the St. Robert area, Missouri. And there's a bunch of them all throughout the United States. I'm not sure about other countries where they do the no-kill rescue for animals. They are strictly running off of not government funding or nothing like that. They are running off of donations from people like you and me to help these animals with their shots, with their being fixed, with the medical care they need. Not just that, but they are also running off that for the litter and the food and the water supply, you know, and housing for them. a lot of them need volunteers. This is like fosters, people to come in and help clean out the cages during the day, during the evenings, during the nights, deal with the litter boxes, feed them, give them water, make sure that they are clean, that everything's taken care of for them. If I was there, right, like if I get the chance to, I will show you how cram-packed full of baby kittens and adult cats this place is. And this is like this everywhere. I'm telling you, I'm saying, and I'm not telling, I'm just putting this out there. Get your cats and dogs fixed, people, please. If you can't afford it, call around to these no-kill shelters and see. Find, like, the cheap spaying and neutering, and everything that is offered, to you. It will save a lot of little, like, kittens and puppies' lives. And keep them from being thrown out in bags or into dumpsters or what have you. We go and complain about the problem of having so many animals that are loose, that are being turned loose, that are being abandoned, dumped, and everything else. But we can, how do I put it? If we take the time to get them fixed, get them spayed and neutered, get their shots, adopt, anything else we can do to help with these things that we're complaining about, we could cut down on this, like, by a lot. We could stop that from happening. We can stop one cat from having multiple litters within a season, because a female cat can get pregnant and stuff. Right after she has her litter, she can come in heat instantly again, get pregnant with another litter while she's still nursing the litter she's already got, and not even after that come into another heat. Cats come into heat so often, like my two drive me nuts when they come into heat. Because, like I said, it is like clockwork. It is like bad, because when they come into heat, they want to get out so badly and stuff to actually mate that they start screeching and hollering and stuff like that, and it kind of does bother me. Why I want to get them fixed. Not just that, it is also so unhealthy for them to get pregnant back to back. Because it can cause them a lot of infections and sicknesses and stuff like that. So reach out to, like they said, like, no-kill places and see how you can help them. See if there's any in your area and if they need help. It doesn't necessarily have to be money you can donate. You can donate cat food, cat litter, toys, time and effort and energy to help in with those things. The carriers, the cages, the pens, the litter boxes, stuff like that. So think about that. Like, really, really think about, doing that, because I feel for the animals. I really do. And the reason why I say that is because the fact that I have dealt with animals all my life, and I think they're most kindest, sweetest things around. Horses, cats, dogs, pup, everything I think is a wonderful thing on this earth. And that's just my point of view. I don't know about anybody else, but if I could help in a million different ways in this world, I would. Even if it was something as small as volunteering somewhere, I would do it. Animal shelters or no-kill shelters, homeless shelters, stuff like that. Because, how do I want to put it? I want to be the change in this world that I want to see. I want to make an impression in this world that lasts a lifetime, and a footprint in this world that lasts a lifetime, instead of just leaving a small mark. And that's because I want to actually take the time to raise people's spirits, and not just raise people's spirits, but to give love and kindness and generosity to not just people, but to animals, to children and other living things in this world, that I would never expect something in return for. And prime example, when I was down in North Carolina, I seen this homeless veteran on the side of the road, and he was holding up a sign. Instead of giving him money, I did give him $1, because that was all I had on me. I gave him $1, but instead of giving him more money, I went to Subway and I picked out a sandwich and got him a soda and a bag of chips. And I turned around and I took that back to him so he could have a meal for the night. I don't want the chain of love in this life to end with me. I don't want, to do something to somebody that I wouldn't want done to me. I wouldn't lie to somebody or mislead them. This is because I am so, set into a core value and a belief that I'm going to treat every organism and living organism on this planet like I would want to be treated. I don't care if it's a bird, a dog, a cat, a fish, a animal of some sort, or a black or white or purple or whatever kind of person. I am going to treat them exactly how I want to be treated. I don't care if they're rich or poor. Sickly or dying, healthy and young. And the reason why I say this is because I believe that everything you do in life has a chain reaction. Just like if you throw a stone into the water and it ripples outward, that stone that I throw into the water, the pond that I am nurturing, I want the ripples that I send out to be good vibrations, good vibes, good energy, stuff like that. Yes, I can let everything in this world that I'm going through, like the loss of the cat that I had yesterday, the rendering the 3 cats, the fact that my mom died, the fact that my ex-fiance cheated on me, the fact that my 2 ex-husbands did the same thing, that I've been beat, raped, everything else, understand that all the bad that I've had happen to me in my lifetime turned me into a bitter, mean, and hateful, cold-hearted person. But at the end of the day, when I look at it, I will not let those things define me or change me as a person and who I am. I will not let that change my core values or my beliefs or my morals or my outlook on life. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, like, I've seen so many people who have took every bit of hurt, pain, suffering they've had endured, everything else that they have went through, and made it, let that turn them into a person who is manipulative or controlling or mean or hateful or a liar or what have you, instead of learning from it, growing from it, putting it behind them and saying, this storm that I've been through, these storms that I'm going through, do not define me as a person. They don't define who I am. They do not, set my purpose in life. I set my own purpose. I set my own divine goals. I set, where I will let the storm take me. If I'm going to let it bring me out bitter and hateful, or if I'm going to let it bring me out better and stronger. And it hurts. I'm not gonna lie. It really does hurt, because I did promise my mom that I would take care of those cats, and I did promise those cats that I would take care of them and love them and be there for them. But I also would rather myself suffer than see them suffer or see somebody else suffer alongside me. And that's the type of person I am. Another type of person I am is that if you take the time to get to know me and stuff, you'd learn my fears and my phobias, which are kind of little weird quirks here and there. And I'm sorry, like, this is going on for so long. I want to let you get to know me, but I also want to put out that point about, please adopt from these places, these shelters that are no-kill. I have the weirdest quirks, and my friends think, and some of the people who are helping me out think it's weird. I'm definitely scared of mirrors, and I've always been scared of mirrors. And just to prove the point, that's a mirror covered up, and then over there is another mirror covered up. The story behind why I'm scared of mirrors is my mother's house when I was growing up, not the one she lived in before she died, but the one prior to that, was, how do I want to put it, haunted. And I'm not joking when I say haunted. I woke up one night because I kept hearing noises, and I had this, like, long mirror on my door that I loved at first, until the night I had actually woke up and I seen this person standing in the mirror. And she had some dark hair and this, like, white dress on, and she's looking straight back at me. And at that point in time, I flipped and actually tore the mirror off the wall, door. And when I tore it off the door, I ended up shattering the whole entire mirror. And everyone says that's bad luck. I literally could not do a mirror after that unless it had some kind of art on it that I could see the art better than I could see the mirror. For a lot of reasons. But like I said, that was just a little fun fact for you guys. As for the other thing, please, if you have that time, that energy, do something good for your community. Even if it's for the community animals, do something good for them. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be a huge gesture. It has to just be something small. And just think of that as doing your one good deed for the day. Other than that, I'm going to let you go on that note and tell you God bless, and I hope that y'all are having a wonderful day. Also, if you guys don't like my videos and stuff like that, I will say it again, like I've before. It is not to please yous. It is just me wanting to speak, and come out of my shell. It is me wanting to try to touch somebody's life if they are going through the same things that I'm going through. It's me just venting and letting go, and moving on with my life. It's not to impress anybody. It's not to get likes or dislikes. It's basically me just enjoying my life. Even when it's sucky and I am staying in a hotel room and I'm unsure what I'm doing from here and trying to find a job. It's my life. Okay? It's my personal opinions. It's my outlook. It's me having fun or saying what I have to say for the day. Or, you know, there's going to be days that I want to just spread happiness and love. And I'm not sure when that's going to happen or take place. But I also want to make points, you know, and share my story. And personally, if people are just gonna be negative about it, then please keep the negativity to yourself. Keep that hatred to yourself. I beat myself up every day over my past that I do a fine job at disliking myself from time to time than for me to get negative feedback on my life. And that's the way I look at it. So, plain simple, you don't like it, just keep that dislike and hatred towards yourself. I don't have any room in my life for hatred or dislike. Everybody who has done me wrong in my past, and I will straight up say it, including my ex-fiance and the person I helped out that stabbed me in my back and everything, I forgive you. I pray for you every night, and that's all I'm going to say is I pray for you every night. I hope that eventually whatever has caused you this damage in your life to be so hateful and mean and manipulative and whatever else, you take the time to actually go and seek you the help that you need to find to heal. And that you find self-love and stuff within yourself to grow and become a better person. And just leave me out of it. Leave me out of your life. Leave me out of your mouth. Leave my family, my friends, everything else out of it, because we don't care. We don't want nothing to do with you. And we pray for you, but that's the most we can do. And I'm not going to carry a hatred around in my heart for you, or evil negativity, or this pettiness that you carry around, okay? So, if you think that I should, or that I should hold on to it, you're wrong. My past is my past. My future is my future. And when I get where I am going, I will know who has been there by my side and who has been 100% real with me. And who has loved me and stuff every step of the way. And if you're not one of those people and you're just trying to drag me down to your level, it's not going to happen. It will not, and I will not allow it to happen. I've said my piece about the matter in other videos and stuff like that. And I'm done with it. I've moved past it. Moved on. Don't care. I'm not living there anymore. I said my piece and I'm done with it. And that's it. If you want to keep living there and you want to keep doing whatever you're doing, fine by me. Go for it. That's you. But that's not me. Plain and simple as that. God bless. Have a good day. well, evening, afternoon, day, whatever it is where you are, and spread some form of love today from your heart. Bye.